today we're going to be looking at some Wild West Exodus. This is a 3rd edition Rule and Gubbins set. So this is pretty cool. I like that Warcradle did this. You have basically all the stuff you need to play the game here for 3rd edition. You have, these are all the cool faction symbols. You have all the stuff on the back. You have the rulebook, action card deck, adventure card deck, template set, token sets, and then 4 10-sided dice. So you've got all this, which is pretty cool. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the starter box has most, if not all of this. And I like this presentation. This is pretty cool. It's not a real wooden box. This is just cardboard, but, you know, presentation is nice sometimes. All right, what do we have in here? We have the action and adventure card deck. We have the 4 aforementioned 10-sided dice. We have the templates. We have the rulebook. And we have the card sheet. So, looks like both the action and adventure card decks are in here. Let's crack this open and take a look at it. Almost. Okay, there we go. So here you got both decks of cards. I was a little concerned there for a second that it was just one deck of cards, but in the box, apparently you get 2. And there you go. You get 3. Okay. So you have this, and then I guess those 2 make that deck. Okay. So basically, in the starter set, you got pretty much all of these things. I'm going to look at my starter set box. I have that right off camera here to confirm that, but looks like we definitely do. We have the same counter sheet, the same dice, the same template, which is great. And that confirms my suspicion that this product is not going to be for everybody. It's going to be for those players who don't want the 2-player starter box. And that's what it's geared to. And maybe that's a larger population than those who are going to want the 2-player starter box, but I really like that they give you this option. So you're not stuck with having to buy the 2-player starter set as the primary way to get the new version, you know, the new 3rd edition rules, and get all the cards and everything you would need along with it. If you're not into collecting the Union or the I forget if it was the Outlaws, or I forget who the other faction was in the starter box now. But if you're not into collecting those 2, the starter box isn't going to be a good deal for you. This, I think currently I saw it at a couple of online stores running retail about $35 US. Some places had it as cheap as, you know, around 30. But it's got all the basic stuff you're going to need to play the game, which is pretty cool. Again, when you don't have to pay for that, you know, 100+ starter box to get into 3rd edition. So it's good if you want to go with a different faction. If you want to go with a different faction, you know, this is the way, this is the entry to it. And $30 is really, I think, pretty competitive when you consider how much like a 40K, the 40K rulebook is. Just by itself, I think it's not bad. This rulebook reminds me of the Flames of War rulebook in its size, so it makes it very easy to carry around. It is 134 pages long, but obviously not all of that is rules. It has quite a bit of fluff in here. Quite a bit of fluff. There we go. So the fluff starts on 45 to the end, and then you've got all your rules and scenarios and stuff here, which is pretty cool. Overall, not a bad set at all. The rule book is really nicely done. I mentioned this in my unboxing of the starter set, where we looked at all of these contents as well. But I mean, they've got great artwork. Part of any miniatures game is getting the player to buy into the narrative of said game, have some kind of emotional attachment to one or more factions, or an emotional attachment to the setting. And steampunk is always been kind of popular. But yeah, just a really nice looking rule book, really great artwork. I like it. So, talking quality, the cards. I'm not going to open this pack, but I've already opened it before. The cards are fine. They're not super flimsy. They're not like deluxe playing cards, but they're exactly what you need. All the card quality is just fine. The dice, well, they're 10-sided dice. They're cool looking as well. They do have like a cool ace. I guess that's in the place of the 1. Oh no, you got that symbol there too. Well, let's see how they roll. Not bad. Okay, and then you got the token set. These tokens, they're not super thick, but they're not papery. I mean, there's not much flex to it, so these tokens are gonna serve you just fine. They're not falling apart or anything like that. And then I really like the plastic range ruler stuff that they give. You have to cut this out, but you've got turning templates, movement templates, blast template, everything you need here, which is pretty cool. Overall, I do like this set. Like I said, it's going to be for those who the starter set is just not interesting to them because of the factions that are in the starter set, or you already have a collection from the previous editions of the rules and you just want the rules. You spend $30-35, bam, you've upgraded to 3rd edition, which is pretty cool. All right, I'd like to know from you guys down below in the comments what you guys think of 3rd edition Wild West Exodus. Have you guys played it? Have you built any of the models? What do you think of this version compared to other versions? Just interested what the community thinks. I'd also like to say thanks to everyone for watching and checking out our Wild West Exodus videos. If I didn't mention it in the beginning, this was sent to me as a review copy from Warcradle, but obviously you get my honest opinion. I'm not sugarcoating it because they sent me a free copy. In all honesty, since I have the starter box, I don't need this, and I'll probably be putting it up as maybe a gift or something on the channel at a future time. All right, guys, there you go. I hope you enjoyed it. Ask again for a like and subscribe. Click the bell to receive notification when we release new content. And as always, keep on gaming.